Hey, so welcome back to my channel. Okay, this is going to be a story about, well, it's another soul travel experience that I've had, and I'm going to jump right in because I don't want this video to be too long. Basically, I wake up and I'm at a bus stop. Now, picture yourself at a bus stop, you're bundled up, it's a beautiful, beautiful, cold, crisp winter day. It's one of those days where, it is really cold, but when you step out into the sun hits your face and just warms you right up. It was that beautiful of a day. And, I'm with a few other people at the bus stop. I just felt different because there was no tension, there was no, vibe of, hey, get out of the way, I gotta go, I gotta do things, I gotta get on this bus. Nobody was pushing or shoving or standing too close. It was just like perfect. And then of course, out of the blue, I see this person that I haven't seen in so long, and I was so happy to see him. You don't understand. It's like seeing your best friend that you haven't seen in years. It's the only other thing that I can compare it to. So I see him and I run up to him and I'm like, oh my God, how are you? I haven't seen you in such a long time. And he says the same. He's like, yeah, I'm doing well. How about you? And another reason why, I was like, oh my God, this is another soul travel experience, is because he was talking to me, but he wasn't using his mouth. And it also was a really cold winter's day, and what he had on, he just had a very light cotton jacket with a pair of slacks. And I recognized him. I recognized him from years and years and years of him being in my dream. So, he really was someone that I was so happy to see. And, I hugged him and I kissed him and he took me by the hand, and the bus came and we got on the bus. Now, this wasn't like a boyfriend, girlfriend thing at all. It was more of a soul friendship, someone that I hadn't seen in a really long time coming to, I don't know, I didn't know where we were going. All I knew was that I was happy to be with him. And we get on this bus, and as we're getting on the bus, I remember looking at the bus driver, and he was just so happy. He just gave me this beautiful smile, and I smiled at him, and we sat down and we started chatting. He told me how he was, and he still had my hand, and then we just started enjoying the views that were going by. And I remember just thinking, oh my God, this is fantastic. I was looking around and I saw all different kinds of people, women, children, old women, old men. Everyone was happy, everyone was calm. It was just such a happy, beautiful environment. Like, I never wanted to leave, ever. So we ended up reaching our destination, and I'm like, oh my God, where are we going? We're going on a trip. And where we ended up at was a dock, and it was a dock full of boats. The ocean was like really, really going up and down. It would, it's winter now, so I guess the seas are more choppy at certain parts of the time of the winter. So, we get off and he still has my hand, and he leads me to one of the big, gigantic boats. And it looked like a commercial dock because people were, walking back and forth. I saw a lot of men, taking things off the boat and putting things on boats. And they welcomed us onto the boat. We had to get on the gangplank, so the boat was just like crazy moving, so he kind of like had to like carry me on there. We make it onto the boat, and we just started walking. We just started walking through the boat. We went over to the side of the boat, and I remember seeing the little windows, little round windows, as we were walking down the side, and we get to the back, or which I think was the front. I don't know a lot about boats, so I don't know what end of the boat we were on, but it was towards either the back or the front, and the pointy end. Whatever. Anyway, so we get back there, and he takes these vests out, and he puts one on. He puts one on me, and obviously when you're in a boat, you think of, okay, where are these orange vests, at, but that you have to put on at certain times if the boat gets a little too crazy. But these weren't those life vests. This wasn't a life preserver. Because when he put it on me, he tied all the little ties. There were two round pockets or round spaces in the front and one big oval one on the back. And they were filled with what felt like sand. So this thing was meant to hold you down if you fell in the water, not up. So I'm like, okay, what is going on? I'm a little confused. I don't know what the hell. Why are we wearing these things? And he was wearing one too. And then he takes my hand. And he's waiting. And I'm like, oh my God, it dawned on me. It dawned on me that I had a choice to make, and he was waiting for me to make this choice. And, it was a choice to either not wake up from this dream or to wake up. And I was like sitting there thinking forever, like, oh my God, my prayers were answered. And this was, a part of my life that wasn't going too well. And, you know, not that my life is going also great right now, but I've learned a lot from when I had this dream. But at that, I'm saying this story because, you know, people think that Christmas and holidays are supposed to be super happy, and not everyone has super happy Christmases all the time. So, or holidays all the time. So, you know, I had a decision to make, and I said, wait a minute, you know, I'm not done. I got shit to do. I want to do things. I want to, you know, live life, and I want to know what could possibly happen. And yeah, okay, I have a dead-end job. I'm not doing too well. No boyfriend to speak of. You know, I'm not meeting many people. My life seems to not be going anywhere. And that was the whole point of this dream. You know, I had been praying that, you know, I didn't understand why I was here. Why am I here? If I'm not going to be of any type of use, then maybe I shouldn't be here. And that, you know, my prayers had been for a while, give me an exit. And you get 5, and I can't explain it in this story, but you do get 5 exits. I don't know how many exits I've used, but this was one exit. And I, you know, just as an example, when you're going through a hard time, I just recently did paint night. You know, and that was one of the things I've always wanted to do. And as soon as I started thinking of my God, wait, I'm not done. I didn't finish, you know, what I set out here to do. He took the vest off. Took my vest off. He took his vest off, took me by the hand, and we pretty much went back the way we came. And I remember being on the bus, and he was like, I have to go. And I just didn't want him to go. That was like the best dream that I had had in a long time. It was peaceful. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. Everything was perfect. I had never felt that peace before. Well, I had, but, you know, I missed it. I missed it, and I wanted to keep it, and I just didn't want him to go. And I remember I had his hand like this, and I started crying, and I was like, please don't go, please don't go. And he left me in a very peaceful and sweet way. He just, you know, was looking into my eyes, and he slowly just vanished. And then that's when I woke up. But I guess the whole point of this dream is that I had a decision to make, and I realized that, you know, no, I didn't want to exit at that point. I have things to do. Even though things were, you know, I went right back to my life, to a dead-end job, to no money, to the same thing. I went back to the same thing, but I wanted the opportunity to continue to see what I could do. Like, just for example, I said I did paint night. If anybody's interested in seeing the pictures, they're on my Instagram, Skully, SKULY 313. Information is below. I did this painting. This was white canvas, and I painted this from a completely white canvas. This was one of the things I did when I was feeling not particularly great, but my sisters invited me, and I went, and it was a wonderful, wonderful time. And I guess my point is that, you know, just because it's the holidays, this is more for people who don't have the greatest time, or who haven't had the best Christmas this year. Oh, excuse me. And I just want to say that, you know, prayers are answered. Your prayers are answered. You don't have problems. You just have challenges and obstacles, and some obstacles are huge and some are little. And the third thing is that what you feel, what you think, and what you say are very important things. You have to try. You have to just a little. And if you're invited somewhere, go. If you know, haven't read a book in 1,000 years and there's a book that really interests you, read it. If you're wanting to, I don't know, do makeup or learn how to play an instrument, get a book. It could be as simple as you just going to buy a book and reading up on it. It's as simple as that. Don't let your worry and your fear and your sorrow weigh you down. Yeah, you're gonna have your bad moments, but you'll get over it. Why? Because you're going to remember the things that you did to try to help you feel better. And I certainly do know that painting that I did really did help me. And again, my life isn't the greatest right now. So, but I'm trying, and I think back to this dream, and I think back to all the things that I want to do and all the things I'm going to do. So with that said, I just wanted to wish everybody a happy holidays, especially those who are not having the best holiday. You can have a better holiday. This is 2017. So make 2017 better. Don't dwell on all of the crap or the things that we call crap that happen to us. Life isn't perfect, and that's what makes a beautiful life. And please remember that sometimes the best things come out of the worst situations. So if you can remember that and just put a little bit of effort into just feeling a little bit better, come on, we can all feel a lot better. So happy holidays. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and until my next video, bye.